Imagine you're dropped into the middle of a dense, terrifying jungle. You have no phone, no house, no metal tools, and no idea how to grow food. To survive, you have to find a rock, smash it against another rock until it's sharp, and use it to hunt for your dinner. That isn't a survival reality show. That was everyday life for the very first humans in India. Today, we are traveling back 1.4 million years to a place called Bori in Maharashtra, right to the absolute dawn of human civilization. Welcome to our topic, prehistory. Prehistory is the era before humans invented writing. Since nobody was writing down what happened, we have to piece together their story entirely from the things they left behind in the dirt. To make sense of this massive timeline, historians use something called the three-age system: the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. It is basically like watching humanity slowly level up in a video game. Let's start at level 1, the Paleolithic Age or the Old Stone Age. This era started around 2 million years ago and lasted until about 10,000 BC. During most of this time, the Earth was going through a freezing ice age. The earliest humans in India were simple food gatherers and hunters. They didn't know how to build houses or make pottery, and for a long time, they didn't even have fire. They lived in caves and open river valleys. Their only technology? Rough, unpolished stones. Archaeologists actually divide this era into three phases based on how these stones improved. In the lower Paleolithic, they used heavy, rough hand axes and choppers. By the middle Paleolithic, the tools got a bit lighter and thinner things like scrapers and blades. Finally, in the upper Paleolithic, the Ice Age started to end. The climate got warmer and Homo sapiens people, just like us, emerged. They started making complex tools out of animal bones like fishing harpoons and needles. But they weren't just surviving, they were creating. If you go to the Bhimbetka caves in Madhya Pradesh today, you can still see the incredible paintings they left on the rock walls thousands of years ago. As the ice melted completely, we entered level 2, the Mesolithic Age or the Middle Stone Age. The climate was finally warm. Instead of giant, heavy rocks, humans started making microliths, tiny, razor-sharp stone blades. But the biggest shift wasn't the tools, it was their relationship with animals. At sites like Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, we see the very first evidence of humans domesticating animals instead of just hunting them. People also started wearing animal skins as clothing and moving into the Ganga plains. Then, around 8000 BC, humanity unlocked the ultimate cheat code, the Neolithic Age or the New Stone Age. This was the Neolithic Revolution. For millions of years, humans had to constantly travel to find food. But suddenly, they figured out how to grow it. They started planting ragi, horse gram, wheat, and cotton. Because they had to stay in one place to guard their crops, they started building mud brick houses. They invented pottery to store their extra food. They polished their stone axes until they were smooth and deadly. In places like Burzahom in Kashmir, they even started burying their domestic pet dogs alongside their masters. Humanity had finally settled down. But stone can only take you so far. Around 4000 BC, we entered the Chalcolithic period or the Copper Age. For the first time in history, humans discovered metal. They realized that if you heat certain rocks, you can extract copper and mold it into whatever you want. They started using copper alongside stone. This massive technological leap led to the birth of actual cities, laying the groundwork for the legendary Harappan and Mohenjo-daro civilizations. And finally, the ultimate upgrade, the Iron Age starting around 1500 BC. Copper was great, but iron was a complete game changer. Iron smelting revolutionized the world. With heavy iron plows, farmers could easily cut through the toughest, thickest soil, producing massive amounts of surplus food. With iron swords and armor, small tribes transformed into powerful, unstoppable military empires. Trade exploded, Massive cities grew, and writing was finally developed. And just like that, the silent era of prehistory came to an end. From shivering in a cave with a rough rock to forging iron swords and building massive cities, humanity had finally stepped out of the dark and into the pages of recorded history.